Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you listening?
Ricky J Sports.
What is going on, everybody? This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports, and welcome to your fight camp. And in this video, people, we are looking at how to finish in mount. And it's the most dominant position on the ground. And if you follow these instructions in this video, you will be finishing when you get that mount, hopefully every single time. Let's get into it right now. Now, when you get on the ground, you want to get into mount right away. And then once you do, you want to deny the transition of your opponent on the ground. Then posture up and then lay down strikes to the head. If you do that and your opponent doesn't know what he's doing, or if your opponent has not a lot of stamina, you will end the fight guaranteed every single time. Now, what you need to worry about are three things. Number one, you have to worry about the movement of your opponent on the ground when he or she is on his back. Now, if they move their left arm, you need to push R2 and RT if you're using Xbox, and right analog to the left to deny the transition of your opponent. Now, if you see your opponent on the ground kind of lean towards the right side, you got it, people. You have to hold R2 or RT if you're using Xbox, and right analog to the right. If you see your opponent get into like the butterfly guard position, that's when they kind of like put their knees up, looking to push you off. You need to hold R2 or RT and up with the right analog stick. This will deny the transition of your opponent. And then at that point, what you need to do is lay down strikes, like I said. And there's nothing that they can do because you have the grappling advantage at that point. Now, looking at this video right now, you got GSP against CM Punk. And I simply got the takedown, then went right into mount. Then I'm waiting for my opponent to make a move, and he went to the right side, and I simply pushed R2 or RT and right analog to the right. Then I postured up and then laid down strikes, and CM Punk is done right there. He lost the Intercontinental title if this was WWE, and it's over. Now, I would be lying to you guys if I said that blocking transitions is very easy. It's not, especially in mount. You have to really practice this, and you got to be quick. As I'm getting the back mount here, I roll over into half guard, and you just simply have to kind of move around to get into that top mount. Then once you get in mount, look at what your opponent's doing. He's leaning to the right, so then I deny him to the right, posture up, and lay down strikes. Sometimes your opponent won't kind of fade. He'll fade, but he won't get knocked out right away, so you got to do it again. Deny him again, then posture up, and at that point, once again, you will have the grappling advantage, and it is lights out for Andrei Arlovski. The Pitbull is going right to bed, and Big Country has won right there. You just got to be patient, because you may get frustrated in the beginning because you may not deny the transition, but just simply hop right back into mount and keep at it. And your opponent's stamina will hopefully go down, especially when he or she's struggling to kind of get out of that tough spot on the bottom. So just simply look to deny that transition, and once you do, posture up and lay down blows. Here's another video. I'm Jose Aldo, and I'm just waiting for my opponent. He went up the middle, kind of try to buck me off right there, and I had to push R2 or RT and up to deny him to buck me off right there. And then it was pounding. It was kind of like, you know when you go to those carnival fairs and you play, what's that game, man, where you hammer those frogs or whatever? I don't even know what it's called, but whack-a-mole, that's what it's called. And that's what it was. It was whack-a-mole on McGregor's head right there. And once again, I'll be honest, in this fight, I was playing this guy online. It took me a while to kind of understand that he wasn't kind of moving from the mount position from the left or the right side. He was always going up the middle. So I anticipated that and denied him that spot and then finished him off. Now, another thing I want to point out is you can actually flatten guys out. As I get the back right here, if you go back sitting, you can go into top mount, so don't forget that. But if your opponent kind of turns over, you can kind of flatten them out and then posture up and pound them out that way. So try that, people. If you get your opponent's back, you don't see a lot of people flatten out their opponents, so try it and then posture up and then lay down strikes, and your opponent will, in a way, kind of try to get the grappling advantage by blocking, but it still takes away a lot of power, and if they don't have a lot of strength or stamina or health, they will go out and you will be victorious. So try it out, people. The name of the game, to recap, is deny the transition when you're in full mount, and then posture up and lay down strikes, because you'll get the grappling advantage. Hopefully this helped you guys out. It's a very, very devastating kind of tool to have in your toolbox when you get to the ground, and you can finish fights pretty quickly, and your opponent basically needs to think of a different strategy if you're going to take that top mount and do some damage. Anyhow, people, thank you so much again for all your support. I love you guys for just being here and commenting on my videos. You don't understand how much it means to me. You guys are the best. This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports, and you know what?
You are awesome.
Step process. You got to play this mini